welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Louisville Cardinals. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
NC State's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Hey, Holly. The Cardinals ready to kick it away first. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So NC State's offense will have the football first. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
You know, as I look at this team now, as we kind of gear ahead, David, and look forward to the college football playoff, I think this team has a chance. And the reason why is because of their offensive line and their ability to run the football. They can line up against top defenses in the country with the best players, and they can run the football. They can get it done and out-physical people, and that's a huge key for them. It's such an advantage on offense when it all starts up front with the 5 guys like they have.
Especially when it gets later in the season, the games get harder, you get banged up, the weather changes, the physicality travels. On the road, at home, if you can run the football, if you can dominate up front, you got a chance to win the whole thing.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Just going to keep it after the snap. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Finding space. Got enough for the first down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's changing the play. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tap.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So the Louisville Cardinals offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from his offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they have early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Just got rid of that one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Running to the left. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Might as well give it to him again. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Turns it upfield. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his tight end. Breaks free and he might be gone. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Trying to establish the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They give it back to him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Drives inside. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Cox. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Sells to run, looking to pass. Got his man in the middle. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Blue River. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intent.
And he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cardinals want to move quickly. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Right side, it's Cox. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's third and goal again from the 2. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Well, so much for the idea of tying the game with a short field goal attempt. It's fourth down, and they'll go for it. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Louisville! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Tries to do it himself. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They're going to ride this running back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Sees a crease. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Pulled down there there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And the offense just going to spike it here. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 1 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Diaz at the half. They are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly on the move. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sells to fake. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Avan. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. First down, he'll keep it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff into the ground.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Gets them away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Swings it out to the flat. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. This was a huge matchup coming into the week. Really didn't expect it to be put away quite so soon. And you have to wonder, as we look at the scoreboard, the impact this will have on the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On the move. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll go to the fullback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Snap to the back. He'll be stopped right there. On the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, on target over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Keeps it himself. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Tries to get it himself. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Looking for room straight ahead. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Defense wants to bring the heat. Rides to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
So important keeping those new downs coming. Getting that first down.
He's taking the shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Out wide right, it's Avant. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the 1st down. Trying to take it back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Burrowing for yardage. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Works the middle of the field. Brings into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. 2nd and long here. Trying to do it himself. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps. They get that turnover.
What a costly fumble. You're in a situation where I'm almost guaranteed. Points or an opportunity for points to win this football game, and now you're going to be begging for your defense to somehow hold on, make a big play, come and bail you out for fumbling that football.
Running inside. It's Avant. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
From the red zone, it's Suggs. Can't get him to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. He'll throw it. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Cardinals. They take the lead here in overtime. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Motion from the wideout. Gives it to the back on the draw. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes off. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They take the lead here in the second overtime period.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Try to barge their way in. They convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll need a bunch on second down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A strike downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Cardinals are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Got the back over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
So they're going to try to strike first with a touchdown, going for it on 4th down here in overtime. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A 4th down stop seals it in overtime. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.